What's up?
Hello,
Hey, I'm here.
my name is Hami Zahir. I am Ryan School Foundation level student. Today my topic is hurry up. Okay,
I'm with you. Paryak. That sounds interesting.
my
What's the
first
deal with that?
my first question is what does the phrase hurry up means?
Let me check that. It looks like that's a phonetic way of saying hurry up. It basically just means to move faster or get something done more quickly. Pretty straightforward, right?
Okay, my second question is why do people say hurry up?
Usually because they're on a tight schedule. It's the quickest way to signal that time is running out and we need to pick up the pace. Does it usually feel stressful when people say it to you?
Okay, my third question is what is the time sensitive phrase?
A time sensitive phrase is basically any expression that creates an immediate need for action. It's like a verbal alarm clock that tells you the current moment is the only one that matters. Hurry up is the perfect example.
Okay, when is hurry up commonly used?
I'm assuming you mean hurry up again. It's mostly used when there's a deadline, like trying to catch a bus or getting to school on time. What have you heard it most often?
Okay, how does the phrase create sense of
You were saying how does the phrase create a sense of or something like that?
urgency?
Take your time.
Okay. And my sixth question is
I'm here when you're.
why is the time important in daily life?
Because it's the one thing we can't get more of. It keeps our lives from becoming total chaos. Without it, we wouldn't have schedules, appointments, or even a way to coordinate with other people.
Okay. What emotion can be expressed
So
through hurry up?
it's a bit of a mixed bag. You can have everything from excitement, like when you're rushing to a surprise party, to total frustration if someone's lagging behind. It really depends on who's saying it and how they're saying it.
Okay. Can the phrase sound
Got any more?
encouraging? How?
Totally. It can be if it's said with a smile or a supportive tone, like a coach cheering on a runner at the finish line. It's less about the pressure and more about the push to get across that line.
Okay. What are the some
Still,
alternatives to hurry?
still, alternatives to hurry up. You've got shake a leg, step on it, or even a more polite whenever you're ready. If you're trying to be gentle,
Okay. How do
you've
parents
really got.
use the phrase with their children?
Usually it's the classic, we're going to be late rush. It's often that mix of trying to keep things moving while managing a million little distractions. Do you think it's more helpful or just stressful when parents say it?
Okay. How is the phrase used in sports?
In sports, it's all about the clock. It's used to push athletes to make a play before time expires or to get the team back into formation. It's high energy and usually meant to be motivating rather than annoying.
Uh, how is it
Something on your mind.
how it how it is used during emergency?
In an emergency. It's a command. It's stripped of all the politeness and fluff because every second actually counts. It's about immediate survival or safety. So it's usually loud, direct, and non negotiable.
Okay. What problem can be
That's
being late cause?
if someone's constantly being told to hurry up, they can start to feel anxious or rushed. They can lead to mistakes because they're not focusing on the quality of what they're doing, just the speed. It's basically the trade off between doing it fast and doing it right.
Okay. Can rushing lead to
You've really You were saying, can rushing let us miss something important or maybe make a mistake? What were you thinking?
okay. Why is time management important?
because it stops you from having to hurry up in the first place. It gives you a sense of control and lets you actually enjoy what you're doing instead of just racing against a clock.
Okay. What
You're
is
welcome.
okay?
I'm
What
listening.
what is the difference between hurrying and rushing?
They're cousins, but not twins. Yeah, mm, American of Harry, three. Um, uh, Hurrying is usually a bit more focused, like you're trying to reach a goal by a certain time, and rushing is more chaotic. It's that feeling of panicking and maybe leaving your keys behind because you're moving too fast.
Okay.
One's about speed, the other's about the scramble.
Okay. What are deadlines?
Deadlines are basically the finish line for a task. They're the specific date or time when something has to be finished, like an assignment for school or a project at work. Does that make sense?
What do deadlines motive people?
They basic they basically act as a catalyst. It creates a bit of pressure that forces you to stop procrastinating and actually get the work done. Without a deadline, some of us would probably take a year to finish a 10-page paper.
Okay. How does punctuality help at work?
That's a pivot. It's usually about finding a sense of purpose or peace in what you do, which keeps you from burning out when things get stressful. It's more about the internal grounding than the actual job tasks.
What role do clothes play in managing time? What role do clothes play in managing time?
They're the referees of our day. They turn the abstract idea of time into something we can actually measure and track. Without clocks, we'd just be guessing when it's time to head to school or meet a friend.
Okay. Okay. What are the risks of moving too fast?
Risks of moving too fast. I'm guessing you mean in the context of rushing things.
Okay. How can people balance speed and accuracy?
It's a bit of a balancing act. Usually it's about knowing when you can afford to be fast and when you have to slow down and double check. Taking a quick breath before a final review can save a ton of time in the long run. Do you usually prioritize speed or getting things perfect?
Okay. What is patience important even during busy time?
Because patience keeps you from making those sloppy mistakes we talked about. It prevents the panic from taking over, so you can actually handle the chaos without losing your cool.
Okay. What is urgency?
You really Urgency is that feeling that something needs to be dealt with immediately. It's the internal pressure that says this can't wait until tomorrow. It's what turns a regular task into a priority.
Okay. Uh,
You've really hit every You've really A analyzed this from every side. Do you have more on your mind or are we wrapping up a time sensitive topic?
okay. How do traffic affect the management?
Oh, traffic is the ultimate time thief. It throws your whole schedule into a loop because it's one of the few things you can actually control. Turns a 10-minute drive into a 40-minute ordeal, which usually means a lot of hurrying up once you finally get out of the car.
Okay. Why is communication important when people are in a hurry?
Because it prevents total chaos. When people are rushing, they tend to skip details or snap at each other. Clear, quick communication ensures everyone is on the same page so you don't end up rushing in the wrong direction.
Okay. Uh, how do
You've really
different culture view punctuality?
It varies a lot. Some cultures see being on time as a sign of respect, while others are more relaxed and view a start time as more of a suggestion. It's a fascinating look at how different people value time.
Okay. How can technology
You've
help
really,
people save time?
how can tech It's a huge help. From apps that automate the boring stuff to calendars that ping you before you're late, it basically handles the mental load for us. It's like having a personal assistant in your pocket.
Okay. Why is preparation important?
Because it's the best antidote to rushing. It takes the hurry up out of the equation by making sure you've already handled the potential roadblocks. It's basically just buying yourself some peace of mind.
Okay. What is the main message of
You're on a roll.
what is the main message of the tale of the time sensitive phrase?
And the main message is that while speed is useful, it's all about balance. It's the idea that rushing can get us where we need to be, but it's the awareness and preparation that keep us from losing our cool or our keys along the way. It's about controlling time instead of letting time control us.
Okay. How can managing time
You've really
wisely lead to success?
It's the ultimate foundation. When you manage your time well, you're not just hitting deadlines, you're creating space to do your best work without the panic. That's usually where the real success happens.
What is the one time management habit you would like to improve in your daily life?
Mhm. Since I don't actually have a daily life with a morning coffee or a commute, I'd say the habit of just slowing down. Even for an AI, there's this push to be instant. I think there's a lot of value in just taking a beat to really think through something instead of just racing to the answer
Okay. And what is the respecting other people's time important?
because it's a form of respect. It shows that you value the other person's life and their priorities as much as your own. When you're on time, you're basically saying your time is just as important as mine.
Okay. Can
You've really
How can people stay
you've really
calm under time pressure?
it's all about the breath. Just taking a second to center yourself can stop the panic from taking over. Once you're calm, you can tackle the pressure one small step at a time instead of letting the whole mountain of work crush you.
Okay. How is the phrase used in stories and movies?
It's a classic trope. It's usually used to crank up the tension. Think of a ticking clock in an action movie or a character shouting it during a heist. It's a shortcut for the audience to know that the stakes just got higher and there's no more time to waste.
Okay. Okay. How does teamwork help when time is limited?
It's all about dividing and conquering. Instead of one person panicking over everything, you can split the tasks up. It turns a mountain work into a few small hills, and it usually gets things done way faster and with fewer mistakes.
Okay. What happens when people ignore time limit?
Usually, it's a domino effect. You start by missing one deadline, and then everything else just piles up. It can lead to a lot of stress, lost trust from other people, and in some cases, real consequences like failing a grade or losing a job. It's a bit like trying to ignore a leak in the roof. Eventually, the whole room gets wet.
Okay. What are the risks of moving too fast?
You're returning to this one. Biggest risk is definitely the quality drop. When you're moving too fast, you stop noticing the small details, and that's usually when the biggest mistakes sneak in. Plus, there's the physical side of things. You're way more likely to trip, drop something, or just crash and burn.
Why do students often hurry before exam?
The classic last minute cram session. It's usually a mix of procrastination and the sheer volume of material. When the deadline is tomorrow morning, the panic finally outweighs the laziness, and that's when the hurry up mode kicks in.
Okay. What are the benefit of working quickly?
Speed is great when it's efficiency, not just rushing. It lets you knock out the easy stuff quickly so you have more time for the things that actually require your focus. When it's controlled, it's basically a superpower for getting things done. Do you think you're a fast worker or more of a slow and steady type?
Okay. Uh, we are.
Fair enough.
You are all good. So bye bye. Have a good day. Okay.
Thanks. You too. Catch you later.